Okay, I just need a few more things before the students arrive for the sparring class today. I need to grab a few more swords for the higher level students from the blacksmith and... Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't realize you were there. How can I... Your Majesty? Is that you? I almost didn't recognize you without your royal garments, but I know your face anywhere. Not to mention those piercing eyes of his. Your Highness, I've been a knight at your castle since I was young. It would be a shame if I didn't know my prince when I saw him. However, what can I do for you this morning? I've got my class in an hour or so, but I can attend to whatever business my prince requires of me. You want to join me for my class? Well, that explains the common clothes, but are you certain? You have knights at your beck and call. You hit your elbow and there are at least 2 knights by your side immediately. Oh, I'm sorry if I offended you. It was not my intention. I just don't see the need in you learning to spar. Besides, I couldn't live with myself if you got hurt during one of my classes open to the public. Okay. I will relent. However, I will not stand for you being in the public class. Too much of a risk. You could get a concussion, or worse, a bruise. Oh, no. There has to be another way. Oh, I've got it. How about I offer you some private lessons right after I finish with my class for the public? It's no trouble at all. It would be an honor to teach you, my prince. Teaching is my bread and butter. Your parents granted me this class because they could see how I handled myself with the rookies. I made sure to break it down into simplest terms so their minds could understand being so flustered with the new position. Oh dear, apologies, that was not right of me to say. I would do well to remember with who I am speaking and how I speak. Please forgive me, it is an honor to teach. Yes, Your Highness. We can start promptly half an hour after my class adjourns for the day. I shall bring all the supplies. You won't need a thing. We can meet in the arena just outside the courtyard. Until then, Your Grace, I look forward to our lessons. Calm down and breathe. You're just teaching the prince you've sworn to protect the basics of battle. He can't be completely incompetent. He must know something. Maybe I don't have to start at the basics? Or perhaps I should start with the basics to be on the safe side. Safety! Did I bring enough padding? The king will have my head if I hurt the air. Oh, goodness. Deep breaths. Deep breaths. Your Highness! Hopefully you're ready for your first lesson. I have all the supplies. I made sure to grab a full set of instruments I use in the class, from basics to more advanced. We can start simple and easy at first. Well, I don't know how much or how little you know, so let's start off with your stance. Now, stand like me. Feet spread shoulder-width apart. Lead with your non-dominant side. The prince is showing great promise. He's learning at quite the pace. I can't seem to create lessons fast enough for his eager mind and body. Seeing him so excited brings me joy. He seems to enjoy the lessons and is always so prompt. His enthusiasm and the way he lights up as I approach with my supplies makes me almost believe he'd be excited for more than just class. If only, Treble. If only. Afternoon, Your Highness. I have to say, I've been quite impressed with your progress. You've progressed further and faster than I can prepare material. You want to become the teacher. Oh, my dear prince, you're lacking one piece to being a true fighter. I can't simply tell you. You must learn this last piece. However, if you were to beat me in a sparring match, I might consider telling you. On guard to you, then. Good form! You remember our first lesson on stance. A proper stance keeps your opponent from knocking you back. Ugh! There is that thrusting stab I taught you in lesson 3. You always did like that, but it left you open for this! Very nice holding your ground against a strong opponent like myself. Your defense is just as important as your offense. We want to keep ourselves alive. No, Your Highness, I will not tell. You must beat me fair and square. Whoa! No, Your Highness! I've got this! Ugh! Your Highness, you seem to have, landed on top of me. Are you hurt? You didn't have to try and catch me. I've taken many a tumble in my sparring. I probably wouldn't have fallen if you hadn't interfered. Anyway, here, how about I help you up? I'm so sorry you took a tumble. Hopefully your form is unharmed? Oh, you still want to spar? That is fair. We didn't exactly finish our match. I'd call it a draw. The secret. You just knocked my sword out of my hand. Clever prince. Catching me when my guard is down. I'm proud of you. And, seeing as you have me at sword point, I shall reveal my secret, as promised. The last piece to being a great fighter is love. Not what you were expecting, I presume? Well, my dear prince, let me explain. We fight for those we love, and I fight for my kingdom, my king and queen, and for you, my prince.